Hey everybody. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Newman Cigar Company. We are America's oldest family-owned cigar manufacturer, and we are so excited to welcome you into our 110-year-old factory, El Reloj. If you guys have been here before, you know that we have been going under renovation for about a year now, I guess a little bit more than a year. Turning our factory into a tourist destination and offering 3 floors of public spaces to anybody that wants to come and learn about the history of Cigar City and Ybor City and the J.C. Newman.
Stop for a second. This is not connected.
All right, we started the technical difficulties off early tonight, so hopefully we got all the kinks out and we'll be good to go. After hours, 110-year-old building, it happens. Maybe the ghosts are out today. So if you guys haven't been here before, really the focus of our renovation project was to highlight the historic charm and wonderful elements that have been in this building since it was originally built, but also modernizing it a little bit and making it friendly for everyone. Some of those things include our ADA compliant changes that we made, the ramp out front, making it accessible for everybody so everybody can come and enjoy. Since the last time we walked you guys through, there's some pretty big cosmetic changes out here. These before were just concrete pillars that had some wiring on it, but now you can tell it's covered up and it's beautiful with this detailing, this original green color that's been in our factory for years. But I think what I love about this is that you can see that this still feels authentic to the building, both the column detailing and the light fixture. But then you can see the original steel beam coming out, and we left it exposed so that people can come in and really enjoy these original architectural features when they're in the space. This is going to be our lobby. Everybody's going to be coming here, be welcomed by our 2 awesome employees, Nick and Holden, which maybe you guys will get to meet next time we do one of these. Nick has a ton of knowledge in the cigar industry, and he'll be able to help you walk through this side of our public space, which is going to be our built-in humidor selling cigars from J.C. Newman, Arturo Fuente, but also the incredible cigar makers down 7th Avenue. You'll be able to come in here and find all kinds of great cigars that you can take home with you or take back to your state if you're visiting from somewhere else. This is something that we are so excited about. It just got finished yesterday. It's just a beautiful art installation around our elevator. All of the cigar molds that they used in here are our original molds. So they're antique. We don't use them anymore. They're all wood. Actually, most of the industries moved to a plastic cigar mold now. They just hold up longer, but these are still so beautiful. An interesting thing that Nick actually pointed out when we were walking around earlier is that you'll notice that all of these cigar molds, or the vast majority of the cigar molds anyway, are perfecto shape, which was the shape that everybody rolled 100 years ago. Just really beautiful detailing, and we're just, you know, who could have thought an elevator could be so lovely? Another exciting thing, maybe, I don't know if you're into this, this is our women's room, but it's a great place to really see all of the thoughtfulness that went into every detail in the building. We kept the exposed brick. You know, you have the old wood on top for the shelving, but but the ceiling is beadboard that we salvaged from another area of the factory where it was going to be covered up with our new plans, and we just didn't want to cover it up. It's too beautiful, so we took it down very carefully and put it on the ceiling in here so people can still enjoy it. The doors are old doors that were just piled up in one of the rooms in our factory. They're all unique. They were all in different spaces. Some are from different eras. And so we left them as they were and just put handles and hinges on them and hung them up. So when you come, you can take a tour of our bathrooms as well and see all the different doors that we have throughout the space, because there is a wide variety. I'm going to walk you over here across the main lobby into our museum. Our museum's really going to start right here. When 80 Morgan is done and they take their safety procedures down, this will be a panel that's speaking about the building El Reloj. But if you joined us last time, you remember that the clock was actually still covered. It was being protected from all of the construction being done. It's uncovered. It's in its glass enclosure where it's going to be displayed and enjoyed by guests that come in. We also hung up the original clock face that we had left over the clock mechanism, really tying it all together and giving people a good visual of the clock and a sense of how large the clock face is. And it's just so cool that we still have one of the original faces from 1910. We still have the hands as well. They just haven't gone back up, but they'll be up soon. We'll walk in this way to our museum. You can see it's not quite done, but it'll give you a really great sense for how beautiful it's going to be when it's finished. There's a lot of depth and richness in the exhibits. We start off in Cleveland, talking about our history there, and then we move on to Tampa. All of these empty spaces that you see are going to be shadow boxes featuring artifacts and cigar boxes and marketing tools from the early 1900s. We have a whole panel dedicated to the Dominican Republic and our amazing partners, the Fuente family. They really have been a huge part of our story, especially in the last generation. And so we needed to absolutely include them when we're telling our story. And then when you come over here, you'll be able to learn about our expansion into Nicaragua, which started in 2011 with building J.C. Newman Pinsa. And there's actually a video feed right here of all of our amazing workers down at J.C. Newman Pinsa. We have over 450 workers that make cigars by hand, making our Quorum brands, Brick House, Perla Del Mar, just to name some of the more popular ones. It's kind of cool. You get to come to our Tampa factory, but experience our Nicaraguan factory as well. And then the last section here is just highlighting the Cigar Family Charitable Foundation, the amazing work that the Fuente and Newman families are doing down there and have been doing that down there since 2001. The amazing work we've been able to do because of so many generous cigar smokers that have supported us from the very beginning. So I'm going to take you upstairs. Our public spaces are going to start on the first floor and go up to the third. People will be welcome to come in and explore it on their own. In addition to Nick, down in our shop, we'll have a museum associate, Holden, who knows so much about everything, but a ton about the cigar industry and Tampa history. He teaches me things all the time, and I've worked here for 10 years. So he'll be a great resource for you to learn more, to explain what you're seeing. We'll be offering behind the scenes tours soon, hopefully in a couple of months. He'll be leading those. So lots of really exciting things and lots of really great people to meet when you come here as well. We made it up to the second floor. If I sound winded, it's because I am. This is where our theater is going to be. It's covered right now because we still have a little bit of work to do. There's going to be a large panel on this back wall, similar to the panels down in the museum. It's going to talk about Ybor City. Ybor City and the cigar industry is really what built Tampa and turned it from a sleepy fishing village
in the late 1800s into the city that it is today. So just speaking about the culture, the founder, some really interesting things in Ybor City, all here. But in the videos, while there will be videos about Ybor and the history of Ybor and the history of cigar making, we invite people to come and really create their own experience with the videos. There will be interviews with the Newmans, not only Eric, Bobby, and Drew, but their father Stanford. There's a series of videos there if you wanted to hear his take on the business. Also, incredibly, we found audio of JC and his wife speaking about kind of taking a step back from the business as they were getting ready to transition. So you can come and listen to even hear JC speak, which will be pretty cool. We hope people will enjoy. Whew, man, those stairs are no joke. I think I'd get used to them by now. This is our hospitality room. By day, it will be a lovely break room for our employees, but by night, hopefully in the fall as well, we're going to start offering this as a private event room. It has a capacity for about 243 people, cocktail style. We have a projector, a sound system, a catering kitchen off here to my right. We've done a lot of events here when we didn't do events here and learned a lot. So we really tried to build it in a way that was a blank canvas, a beautiful blank canvas for people to create their own private event and their vision, but do it in a really uniquely Tampa space that you can't get anywhere else since we're the last operating cigar factory. Walking up to the third floor, this is super exciting. There were people here yesterday who have not seen this. There's probably most of our employees who haven't seen this yet. This morning, the room up here finally officially got turned into our factory within a factory, where all of our hand rollers are going to work every day. So most of the rolling tables are in. We get a little sneak peek. Like I mentioned before, this third floor, this is kind of where the public space is going to end. People will be able to come up here. There'll be opportunities to learn about the art of cigar rolling, tobacco growing, really showcasing how even though this industry has been around for hundreds of years, it's changed so minimally. There's so much craft to it. It's such an art form. They're still doing things the way that they did when this company was founded 125 years ago. So welcome to our hand rolling factory. You can see the rolling tables here. They were actually made for us by our partners, the Fuente family down in the Dominican Republic. The chairs were made by the workers at our factory in Nicaragua at Jason Newman Pensa. So I just really love that this room is representative of all of the cylinders and partners in our business. This is our Tampa factory, but the tables represent our Fuente partnership and the chairs represent our factory in Nicaragua. And it's just so unique to kind of tie all that together into this room, which is going to bring cigar making back to Ybor City. So right now we have 2 hand cigar rollers. As you can see, we have a lot more tables than just for 2 people. So Luis and Yenny are probably going to have a lot of new friends soon. We have the capacity to go to 12 rollers. Over here, we'll have a couple sorting tables, maybe another rolling desk here for the supervisor, and this is a packing table over here. And what that really shows you is that everything for the hand rolling production will be done in this room. That's why we're calling it a factory within a factory, because it really is self-sufficient. Everything from stripping the tobacco to sorting it, rolling the cigar, and then packaging it on its way out is going to be done in this room. With the exception of aging, which will be down in the basement, which if you come and do one of our behind the scenes tour, we would love to show you, because there's a lot of really cool things down in the basement as well. One last thing in this room that I love is our recreated lector stage up here to make this an authentic Tampa hand-rolling cigar factory. You have to have a lector stage. For those not familiar with the history, all of the Tampa factories had lectors in their factory. These were people who stood on a stage or in like a lifeguard tower in the middle of the floor. They read novels, they read the newspaper, and in a sense, educated the rollers, and kept them, the main purpose was them to be entertained. The bosses found that if there was no noise or no distraction kind of going on, that the workers were less productive because they were talking to each other. But when they brought in these lectors, they were fascinated by what they were hearing from the reader on the stage, and their production went up and the employees were happier. So it's just a really, really interesting piece of history. We won't have a lector every day, but we will bring them in for special events and occasions, and from time to time, maybe when Elise and Yenny have a particular book that they haven't had a chance to read. But
you have a question?
okay.
What cigars are going to be rolled on this floor?
What cigars are going to be rolled? That's a great question. So right now, when we move them up here, the only cigar that will be rolled here is the American. It's a widely popular and sought after cigar that's pretty hard to find. It's our unicorn cigar. It's an incredible cigar that Drew Newman came up with. It's an entirely American cigar from not only the tobacco and the person that rolls the cigar and the fact that it's rolled in an American factory, but every single thing connected to the cigar is American made. The ink used to print the labels, the paper that the labels are printed on, the hinges, the wood sourced for the boxes, all of the production and the vendors are all American made and American partners. So that will be the first cigar rolled here, and then we'll expand from there.
Someone asked how long the tours will be.
How long will the tours be? It depends on which tour guide you get. No, they'll be about an hour and a half. Right now, we're planning on starting them just a couple days a week. In the morning, mid-morning, our factory is here in varying shifts, but roughly from 7:30 to 3:30. So we want to set up the tours initially to where you can see everybody working and get the full experience. But we'll probably look to expand down the road.
When will we be open to the public?
Wow, what a question. When will we be open to the public? September. I feel pretty confident that I could say September. And if I'm wrong, you can shoot me a message and tell me I was wrong. I can handle that. But we're really, really close, despite all the ladders and construction and saws down on the first floor. You can see we're already moving into our third floor space. The second floor space has been turned over to us. So really, we're just finishing out those museum elements and the retail space. And I feel pretty good that we'll be open in September and happily welcome people into the space finally.
Awesome.
Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We always love inviting you guys into our home. Next time we do this tour, it will be done. Our doors will be open. And when somebody asks me, when can I come see you? I can say tomorrow. So I'm super excited about that. We really appreciate all of you being along on this journey with us. It's been really fun. We've learned so much about our history, about the building, about Tampa history, and just it's turning out incredible. And it really doesn't do it justice unless you are here. So we invite you all to plan to come when we open, hopefully in September. But follow us on social media, join our email list. We'll keep you updated. We're always sending you great information about our products, about our company, about this building. One more question?
How do you sign up for a tour?
How do you sign up for a tour? There will be a link on our website when we're ready to go live. So jcnewman.com is your source for all things JC Newman, and we update it regularly. And then you can always reach out to us on any of our social media channels as well.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you again. I hope everybody has a great night and enjoy a JC Newman cigar, because I have to finish mine now because I talk too much. So have a great night, everybody.